Hello! I'm really so excited when I have to put up a video for you because actually anytime I say something on any of my videos is what I've actually had to go through and grow through as an individual. So it's really exciting for me, and I'm really grateful that you subscribe to my channel, as many as you are out there that you can. So today I'll be talking about something really interesting, and that is about the darkness in our lives, and is it really a good thing or a bad thing? So I hope that you would like or subscribe to our channel so that when we put up the next video you'll have notifications for it. So we'll be right back after this. So darkness, what is darkness? Darkness is the absence of light. It is a spot that you're put out in life as an individual when nothing is working. It is all dark, nothing seems to be growing, and it's like you're relegated to the background. So it's a time that is very uncomfortable for every human being to face in life. So most times we've grown with the mindset that darkness is really a bad thing, is an omen, it's an evil thing that one shouldn't associate himself with. But today I want you to see this in a different light. For me, I've grown to realize that the darkness that we all face as human beings is really not a bad thing at all. It's actually something positive, but it's just from the point of view that as an individual you see it. So your darkness is actually your time of development, your time of self-actualization. It is your time of grouping and moving in the state that you're in. You know, in the scriptures it says that, and the Spirit of God was moving upon the earth and it was dark. So the Spirit was actually moving in the dark. He was brooding in the dark. He was moving from one point to the other. So at that point in time, God needed that to birth what he had in mind, and he needed darkness to birth it. So for me, darkness is not a bad thing at all. It's really a good thing. So your time of darkness is actually a time of self-discovery and development. Is a time that you need to work at your dream and your vision so that you bring it to reality. I had mentioned a word, brooding. Brooding is actually another word for incubating. And when you're talking about incubating, you're talking about being able to hatch something until it is ripe. And when I sat back and looked at it, I went through, when I sat back and looked at it, I took a study on how does a bird hatch its egg. A hen, how does she hatch her egg? First of all, she sits on the egg. The first 18 days of incubating her egg, it rises to about 50-60% of that. And then the last few days of maturity takes to like 99.5% before the egg is being hatched. So there is a time of sitting and the period and the process on which she hatches her egg. And that period and process that she would hatch her egg to maturity, she needs two factors. And those factors are temperature and humidity. And of course, the Spirit of God needed temperature and humidity. And the Spirit of God, of course, needed temperature and humidity to birth this earth, to birth the vision he had seen for the plan for the children that he had in his mind for them. So the time of darkness, the Spirit of God was actually using it to prepare the earth, so that when he said let there be light, there was light. When he said let the trees be, and at the time he formed man, everything was, because he had to go through brooding, through the process and time of incubating what he had in his spirit to a maturity. So as an individual, honestly, your time of darkness is your time of brooding. As a mother hen, you'll have to sit at your work. Then you'd ask yourself, what is the work that I'm doing? What do I have in my hands? What have I brought to the table? What is my talent and my gift? And then by the time you have realized your talent and your gift from one of the videos we talked about earlier, you now have to work at it. Working at it is sitting on it. What value are you adding to your gift and your talent? What courses have you taken? What books have you read? Have you gone for studies? What extra effort have you gone? Have you taken volunteer jobs to develop yourself as an individual? So actually, this is a time of sitting and working at your dream and your vision. And at that time that you're doing that, it takes a long time. It takes a while. And now you're working on your dream, you're working on your vision. It just don't happen like that. It's not a day or two. It takes time. And while you're working on time, what are you busy doing to prepare yourself? They say preparation and opportunity, chance happens, and then result is bathed. So at that point, the space that you have in your time, in your darkness, is the time that you should work at it and be better at your game. Brooding is not an easy process at all. It is a time that one needs to be patient and needs to take care of your dream and your vision. I'm sure the Spirit took time to birth into vision what He had for us that we are in, the world that we are in today. So if you want to see you be that person that you are, or seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, then of course you have to go through a time of brooding. You have to be patient with your process in time to become the person that you want to be. And at that time of your patience and long suffering is the time that you need to work at becoming the person that you want to be. So that at the end of the day, when you say, let there be light, light will be. So that at the time that the temperature is right, it hits 99.5%, then you would have your dream and vision being birthed. I read the story of Edison. So I read about Thomas Edison, and looking at his story, he went through the 99th time of brooding on his vision and dream just so would have the bulb that we have today. So at the 100th time, Edison got it right. But those periods in time that he sat down and worked at what he had, at the 99th time, he failed. And for every moment he failed, he didn't see it as a process that he failed. He saw it as a time that he learned what not to do to be better at what he was looking forward or forging for ahead in life. And today we have light and we have so many other things. And through the process that he sat down and he was working on his dream and his vision, some other visions came up, some other cures came up. He did so much. So honestly, your time of brooding and your darkness is really a time that you need to enjoy and work on yourself. So you create the right atmosphere and the world you'd want to live in. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this video.